I wouldn't say that NCIC has failed. When you look at the mandate of NCIC, the question of values, the question of cohesion, the question of integration, you cannot achieve integration and cohesion within a generation. You need to have at least 2 generations where you have a sustained campaign of changing the values, where you have a sustained campaign of strengthening the institutions of governance in a way that everybody feels comfortable with them. You need a change in the electoral and political culture where people now can be elected by anyone. It is not something that you can do now and expect results tomorrow. It's a whole socialization process that will take a lot of time. What we are currently doing as a strategy is to make sure that, first and foremost, we bridge the divides that exist in our society. We address the conflicts that divide communities, because so long as there are tensions or there are conflicts or groups are disagreeing, the question of cohesion and integration becomes a distant dream. So we want, first of all, to secure the country, get the communities to begin to embrace and live each other, and even push them to the level at which they can be able to reconcile their differences and forge a future where they have a shared vision, a shared aspiration. And then that way now you can inculcate the right values about neighborliness, about peace, about nationhood, about patriotism. Those are 2 generations. You need about at least 30 to 50 years. And it has to start at some point. And the starting point is where we are. So I will not say we are not succeeding as a commission. We are facing the right direction. We are lining up the right strategies to begin that engagement of dealing with the big question of cohesion and integration. And I'm happy you've mentioned the issue of integration and cohesion, because the main mandate of NCIC is to create a cohesive, harmonious, and integrated Kenya. Hate speech is just one of those abnormalities in our societies, which is so disruptive that it has to be put and addressed so that other agendas like cohesion, peace, and those other bigger aspirations can be pursued in a state where communities do not fear each other, or they cannot easily be excited into a state of violence and so on. And I think the other thing that we are also doing is, and I think the former commissioner, chairman, alluded to it, we also want, going forward, that if any politician or any leader has appeared in a case of hate speech, that person, if he appeared 1 or 2 times or 3 times, whatever threshold will come up with, should be denied to run for any public office. He should be denied to run for any political office, because hate speech, just like corruption, destroys societies and it destroys life. And if you are the kind of leader who thrives in driving divisions and creating tensions and using violence to intimidate, you should not lead our society at any level and in any office. And I think if we are able to secure that, then people will begin to behave. If you know that for me to run in 2022, I need clearance from NCIC, I need to keep my books with the NCIC clear so that I can get that certificate. That is the kind of improvements we want to make within our act to enable us to move forward, and also to make the question of hate speech a very serious offense that affects not only the individuals who are directly affected, but the entire spectrum of our society.